Hello everybody, Turn on the Guy 3 here, and welcome back to Dragon Ball Super Reviews. Today we'll be doing the review of episode 56, Goku Black Rematch, the appearance of Super Saiyan Rose, or some people call it Rose, but it's pink like a rose, and it's trying to reference the fact that his name is Black, and it's Rose. Black Rose, a black rose is usually symbolic for corruption. There you go. Great symbolism. That's one of the reasons I love this saga so much, is because it's actually doing a really good job of crafting a really great villain, or villains, I guess you can say, after seeing the events of this episode. This episode was really good, actually. There was a lot of stuff that happened. There's a few things that kind of made it cringeworthy, only because, I know damn well, and when you bring up BS, I call out BS only because I really love this series. So when you pull some BS, you gotta pull it with caution, because I take my Dragon Ball super seriously. But regardless, this episode is starting back from the cliffhanger that happened last episode, which wasn't really a cliffhanger. Also, I know I'm late on this review. I do apologize for that, because I have to do the X, Y, and Z review literally right after this. But regardless, they shoot missiles at Goku, which they're missiles. All missiles are going to do is make Goku really confused. That's it. They're not going to do any real damage. But Trunks has to look cool, because honestly, he's the weakest one here. Trunks slices up the missiles. Missiles are cut up, cool, and then he talks some sense into the soldiers, and he's like, yo, this ain't Black, stop, don't shoot him, he just looks like Black. Anyway, after that, they all head down to the bunker, retreat area where all the survivors are, and at this point, Trunks goes face to face with Mai, and they're finally able to meet at last, and honestly, the reunion's cool and all. I'm still cringy about the relationship itself, just because I know how old Mai really is. 50-something doing a romantic thing with a 20-something-year-old. It's kind of weird to me, but we'll let bygones be bygones. Anyway, once that all said and done, we actually see that Yajirobe is here, and a lot of people are like, how? Yajirobe died by the androids. Apparently, because this is weird, Yajirobe got shot in the stomach. I watched the footage of what happened to Yajirobe, but apparently he ate a senzu bean, Korin's last senzu bean, before Korin died, and he was able to heal. The only reason I'm calling BS on that is because if that was the case, how come Goku didn't use the senzu bean when Piccolo shot him and Raditz in the stomach after using the special beam cannon, or Makon Kosenpo, on Goku? Goku is clearly having a hole in his stomach. How is he not able to heal from that? But Yajirobe's able to heal from 2 energy blasts from an android, or from the androids right to the stomach. How the hell? Whatever. I'm just gonna accept it, I guess. I got no choice. But I guess they did that for cameo purposes. Yajirobe's here. And once they do that, Vegeta actually shows that Bulma has had chefs make a feast for the people of the future. So they bust out the feast and everybody's eating. And when that all is taking place, Vegeta actually decides to take one more noble step and is like, yo, Trunks, you stay here. The people here are going to need you. Plus, if things get really real, just go back to the past and we'll regroup from there. Trunks decides no, he wants to go. He feels he has just as right to go here as Goku and Vegeta, even though he's clearly weaker than the others. But they do accept that, and they all head off and send off an energy signal so that Black can show up. And this is where things get interesting. Vegeta fights off against Black, and a lot of Vegeta's hits aren't really doing much. But then Black shows that he has a transformation himself. I'm not sure exactly if Black always could do this, and he was just toying with Goku the first time they fought, or he progressively gained it during time. I don't know what exactly happened. Hopefully they explain this. But Black now has the ability to transform into Super Saiyan Rose. And when he transforms into Super Saiyan Rose, this guy wastes no time in stabbing Vegeta in the stomach with a beam sword. And the only time we ever seen the beam sword, I think, was when Salza used it. So yeah, he stabs Vegeta with the beam sword, and Vegeta's basically down for the count. It's kind of upsetting that Vegeta got knocked out so quickly, but Goku ends up fighting him for a while, and Goku even gets his butt kicked for a second. And then right when things start to look even worse, Zamasu shows up and throws everybody for a loop, and then that throws the entire episode to a cliffhanger, because now Trunks is like, whoa, Zamasu isn't black, which... It could be 2 timelines of Zamasu's just in one thing. I mean, hell, Trunks was in the same timeline as Kid Trunks, so I don't see why that couldn't be a thing. But then maybe, and this is also a theory too, this is a theory I have. Remember, you guys, when Goku was offered the position of God of Destruction and he declined it in the Battle of Gods movie? What if in Universe 10 a similar situation happened to a Saiyan that fought the previous Universe 10 God of Destruction, but he actually took the position and he gained a connection with the already becoming Kai, Zamasu, because this Zamasu right now does not feel like the same Zamasu that's in the current timeline. This Zamasu feels like he actually is in this timeline and is adjusting to the things that have already transpired, which means that they have the connection, which means if this God of Destruction gets destroyed, then Zamasu, in theory, gets destroyed as well. Which would make sense, because if you destroy Beerus, then you destroy Supreme Kai. So, yeah, I mean, if you destroy Supreme Kai, you destroy Beerus. So, yeah, that's my theory. Maybe it's a thing, maybe it's not. But this episode's cliffhanger and a lot of the events that happened in such a pretty rapid transition from the transformation itself to the whole reveal that Zamasu's here as well led for some pretty good events, and it actually hypes up a lot of the events that are going to happen in the next episode, where we get a good fighting episode that doesn't have to share its screen time with the touchy moments that happened with Mai and the refugees that were surviving. So yeah, and I really love when Dragon Ball Z makes multiple fights happen at once. They haven't done that in a while. I think the most prominent time they did it was when Captain Ginyu fought Krillin and Gohan while Vegeta was fighting Jace, and that was a really good use of 2 fights happening at the same time. So Trunks will be fighting Zamasu while Goku at Super Saiyan Blue will be fighting Black at Super Saiyan Rose. So yeah, I'm really hyped for those. And one last gripe I had with this, because this episode was good, no mistaking there, but one last gripe I had was when Mai explained how she was still around, and she's like, yeah, we fought Black, and for some reason, I don't know if Black was slacking or he got distracted or something, but apparently Mai was able to shoot a cannon at Black and survive. Like, she's still alive when Trunks, Vegeta, and Goku meet him. It's like, what? Black would never just let Mai live. What? He's slacking. But anyway, the next episode is God with Invulnerable Body, Zamasu's Advent. So I'll see you all then, everybody. Tyrone the God 3, out.